Okay, my stripper name would be Corky Woodcrest because Corky, they had Corky before they had me.
Who's
So
they?
my parents,
You need to be specific.
Mimi and Pops.
Telling a story here.
Yeah, Mimi and Pops had they got Corky when he was a puppy, and he was just sort of a mutt. Um, he was like small, a medium-sized dog. He looked like a corgi, but not with short legs. He was brown and he had a white tummy and white feet and black ears. And I was very not good with math. I didn't understand fractions. They would ask me what kind of dog he was. I said, well, he's half collie and half German Shepherd and half terrier. So he was. I thought any half was any fraction you could use it. So he was 1.5 dogs, and he was a really good dog. My mother used to say he was a perfect dog. Um, we used to walk home for lunch. I had already come home and gone back to school. My mother had taken Corky for his shots that morning, and he had a reaction to it, and he had a seizure, and it made him be paralyzed. Where he couldn't walk for like 2 weeks. And my brother, I always thought my brother was so brave because he held my Corky in his arms on his lap in the back seat all the way to the vet. And I thought that was so brave of him to do that. In fact, I should have told him that. I've never told him that.
You should.
Yeah, I should tell him that.
Right now.
And I will text him if my phone is charged. I'll text him and tell him.
So that's pet number one is Corky.
That was Corky, yeah. But we also had little green turtles. Oh, I love them so much. We started out with 2 little turtles.
And whose idea was that?
I guess it was my mother, because they were less work than a dog or a cat. My mother didn't like cats.
Okay.
She didn't understand cats. Corky was enough, I think.
And the turtles?
And the turtles, I think the first 2 turtles died. And then we decided to get another one. We were at the beach. We were at Grandma and Grandpa's house in Bretton Woods for the summer. And they said that we could go to the pet store and get another turtle. So we got 1 turtle. The little green, I remember their little feet, when you'd hold them, you know how it would feel when they would scratch, when their little nails scratched against your hand. And that we had these round tanks with a ramp, and they could go up, and there was always like a palm tree in it, a plastic palm tree, and they would just lay there in the sun under the palm tree.
A turtle ramp?
Yeah, turtle ramp. And you would kill flies and put flies in there. And if they didn't eat it right away, oh gosh, did it stink when the fly rotted. Or you could give them a little bit of raw hamburger, and you put that in there, and it would float around if they didn't eat it right away, and it would turn white, and it was kind of stinky, and you had to clean their tanks out, their little bowls, their turtle bowls. So the name of the store was Happy Day, and we couldn't think of what to name him. And I remember being on the sidewalk, and I turned around and I looked at the name of the shop, and it said Happy Day Pet Shop. And I said, well, let's name him Happy Day, and we did. It was really unimaginative, but that was his name. And we had him at the beach, and we took him home, of course, in the car, swish, swish, swish in the back seat. But we always had a turtle. And then they outlawed them because sometimes they carried salmonella. And now it's definitely against the law. They say to leave the turtles in their natural habitat because of diseases that they carry. I can't imagine it, but...
And that was the end of that pet story.
Yeah.